you were some kind of serial killer.
I stay hydrated, bro.
I thought you were a serial killer. You never took a drink on air.
I drink water
You just
all the
sat here
time.
dry mouth and conversating.
I stay hydrated.
Hot takes and hot breath.
I stay hydrated all the time, man. I'm always hydrated.
All right, that's not. See, you know me. I go through at least half of half even more of that water. I need to stay thirsty. I talk a lot. But anyway, it's totally unclear. It's Marques. It's Gervase. Tuesday morning, Usla Media.
Yep. We back.
Yeah. So before we get into it, I got a quick PSA. Just a quick PSA, real quick, for all the drivers on the road. Okay. There's some lights that you have where you know, if you're turning left, when this thing turns green, I can go because it's going to be a little delay on the other side. We've all been there, right? We have those lights, right? Okay. So there's one right by my house. Literally, the road up from my house, literally, I know that I can go. As soon as it turns green, I'm out. I don't even wait. I'm out. I'm gone. Mm-hmm. So on the other side of traffic, you have the light turning red, obviously. That allows this light to turn green. Common sense, right? Mm-hmm. Here's what's not common sense to some people, which should be. If you are the second person on the red light, you cannot turn left any longer. You follow me? The first person, I'll give you that. When it's turning red and it's in that in-between phase, you want to go, you're good. Go ahead. You can't be the second person going because you're now messing with my life because now I can't turn on that green. That's upsetting to me. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to, listen, I'm not playing. It may seem like I'm playing here. I have good insurance. I'm going to hit you with my car next time just to prove a point. I will do it. I'm done.
You ever heard of defensive driving?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
So this is not defensive driving.
Yes, it is defensive driving. You have to assume that second car is always going to go.
And I shouldn't have to because it shouldn't happen.
No, you should assume.
Why are you on the other side of this?
I'm just saying. You should assume that second car is going to go.
I'm going to stop right now because I feel like there may be people out there that think that we plan to argue. We do not plan to argue.
No.
Gervase is just out of his mind 95% of the time and takes the complete wrong take on basically everything.
No, but
how are you defending the fact that someone on a blatant red light is taking off to turn right in front of me and have to make eye contact with me as they're doing it, knowing good and damn well they are wrong?
Listen, I'm not saying they're not wrong. I'm saying you as a driver should assume that they're going to do that.
You thirsty?
Nope. So you don't pull out when you know you can because your light is green.
Yeah.
And it's been green for 2 seconds already. So you know you can go, but you have to assume that person's still going to try to make that light or go through it when it's obviously red on their side. You have to assume that. That's how you avoid accidents. It's that simple.
Well, I'm not avoiding accidents anymore. I'm hitting them straight in the side because I'm over it. It's not right.
You know your insurance goes up even if you're not the cause of an accident.
I don't care. I'll take that risk.
Okay, Big Willie.
I'll take that risk.
Big pockets.
I'll take that risk.
That's what's up.
That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
I'm going to prove a point and be like, well, you should have done it. Sorry.
I'm sure they won't care if you made that point.
Maybe
that
not.
your car's jacked up and you already got a jacked up car.
That's not true. Don't do that to my car.
All right, so your car's already jacked up.
The 2013 Kia Optimus, nice vehicle.
I got the video of you putting water in the
okay.
in the
now,
engine.
all right. Now that was a separate situation.
I mean, you were pouring water in your engine.
No, I was not pouring water in my engine. I was pouring in my coolant system.
Okay, I got video. So again, your car's already jacked up. It's going to get jacked up even more. Your insurance is going to go up. Hopefully, nobody gets hurt in this accident.
I hope someone does get hurt. It's your fault.
Let's see.
I don't have a problem with you. I don't want anything life altering. But if you stub your toe, if you sprain your pinky, good on you.
Unnecessary. Defensive driving. Just assume they're going to do that so you stay safe.
All right. Listen, there's been a lot of hate so far in the show. Let's move on to love. Can we move on to love?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is Friday.
Oh, boy.
Are you a Valentine's Day guy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I knew it. You're a sucker.
Yeah, I am.
I knew it. I knew that was going to be the answer.
You're not?
Absolutely
Of course not. Of course he's not.
Absolutely not.
Of course you are not.
Listen,
No.
listen. Let's break down Valentine's Day, what it really is, okay? Valentine's Day is a day that guys who are terrible humans throughout the rest of the 364 days of the year pick this one day to all of a sudden decide to be a good boyfriend or good husband. I don't need to do that. You know why? Because I'm a great fiance 365 days of the year. I don't need to pick the one day. I don't have to show up to do that. We don't need to go to Applebee's.
Okay.
I don't need to bring you flowers.
Right.
We don't need chocolates because I am sweet to you all year long.
Right. Why celebrate any of these kind of holidays then? I mean, what's
No.
the point? What's the
Any-
point?
what kind of
Because
holidays?
you're great all year
What
round.
kind of
So
holidays?
screw Amber's birthday. You're great all year
Okay,
round. You
that's-
ain't gotta get up for Amber's birthday because you're Mr. Perfect 365 days
That's
a year.
absolutely
So why
ridiculous.
do that?
That's a
You
terrible
know what?
take.
Forget your anniversary. You've been great all year.
We don't
why
celebrate
why you gotta
anniversary.
celebrate
We
your
don't even know what our
anniversary?
anniversary is.
Why would I do that
We
too?
don't celebrate anniversary.
Why? Because you know what? You're great. Yeah, kids.
So-
Daddy been great all year. You don't need no birthday gift from me. Christmas, ha ha ha. You know there ain't no Christmas, right?
So-
There ain't no Santa Claus. You that guy, right?
So you're comparing birthday to Valentine's Day and putting them in the same basket.
I'm just saying you all over the place with this.
No,
This
I'm
is what
not.
you do.
I'm
Yeah,
consistent.
Listen,
The birthday and the Valentine's Day are two different days.
what's wrong with-
They're not the same thing.
Yes, they're not the same
Valentine's Day
thing.
is a manufactured holiday. A birthday is a celebration of life. You're not celebrating life. Do you know where Valentine's Day derives from? The St. Valentine's Day Massacre? People died.
That's why we try to make it a good thing now, man.
No.
We try to flip
No.
it into love.
Absolutely
We
not.
try to flip all that bad hate into love.
No, it is a day where guys think that, yeah, I was terrible all year. So what? I cheated on you. Yeah, no big deal. It's okay.
Listen,
I brought you flowers today.
You know, some women also buy things too for their man.
No, I mean,
It's-
we don't
it's-
want them.
it's-
Let's be honest.
Women do that too.
Let's be honest. Let's cut to the chase here, men. The only reason why you would accept a gift, the only gift you want is sex on Valentine's Day. That's it. What do you what do you want to watch?
Yeah, that apple pie. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Heck yeah.
No, stop it.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
That's the guy's reward. They say listen, they say you do the good things during the day so you can have a good night. I don't abide by those principles. Why? Because I'm gonna have a good night regardless. Why? Because I'm a good human 365 days a year. I'm a great guy. I'm a great father.
You got me sweating here.
I'm a
already,
great
man.
fiance.
Like,
No, I
you're
told you it was hot in here.
No, you're working me up, man. You're really working me up right now.
So what? So okay. So you tell me, why is Valentine's Day special to you?
Why is it special? You know
Yeah.
what? It's just listen, with all the craziness that's in the world every day, and it's been going on forever, it's cool just to have a day where everybody's just all about love, man. Everybody's got this love in their
fake.
heart. Everybody
No, they don't.
is trying
It's
to do something nice.
It's fake.
Listen, it can be fake all at once, but it's to get that little note on your desk. You like, oh, your secret Valentine. You wonder who gave you this note and all. Yo, that's just,
Okay, that's cool.
It's all fun stuff,
I'm okay
man.
with that. That's elementary
it's
school,
all fun.
though.
It's all love,
I'm
man.
almost 40 years old.
What's the problem?
That was cool when I was like 12, but now I'm 40. So I don't need a secret note on my death. I know my Valentine is Amberlynn Casey.
Okay.
That's who she is.
But
I don't need a secret.
Everybody don't have one like you. So, you know,
Okay.
some people don't have one at all.
Right.
So it's, you know, let them experience love in one day, man. Say we need more love in this world, man. And here you go. Want to shut it down.
I don't know if we need more love. In this
No, we need more love in this world.
I don't know.
Yeah, we do.
It's overrated sometimes. It depends what the love is. If it's good love, you're right.
Listen, our goal in 2020 was
Yeah.
to smooth out your rough edges, right?
That was
We
not
talked
my
about that.
goal.
No, that was our goal. We
I-
talked about
no,
this.
I-
Our goal was to smooth
I
out your
came
rough
on there.
edges.
I literally came on there last week, and what did I say to you? I'm not changing.
Yes, we know that.
I am who I am.
I didn't say we got to change you. I said we're going to smooth out your rough edges.
I'm consistent.
That's it. We're going to smooth out those rough edges because they're rough.
I
gotta
don't
buff
believe,
them
I
down
don't
a
believe
bit.
they're rough.
They're rough. We got to just buff them down a bit.
I think I'm just an honest person. Like, I feel like I'm just honest. I feel like I say what other people are thinking and what people are afraid to say. I'm your voice. Don't be afraid. Come with me into the light.
We're not afraid. We like to speak the truth too, but
You're,
the edges are rough.
You're a little hesitant. You get a little uncomfortable about some of the things I say.
No.
Last week I saw a little bit uncomfortable in your face. You were dancing. You got super uncomfortable. I was talking about women in sports.
Listen, I'm just like,
You got a little uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable.
You got uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable. I just want to do the show next week.
That's why you were. Well, that's why you were
I'm
uncomfortable.
just like, I want to do the show next week, so
Let's
can we
be honest. Let's be honest. I'm the person that we're always a day away from us getting fired.
Exactly.
I'm that person.
True.
It'll be like that for the rest of your life. For as long as you know me, we're always gonna be a day from being fired.
Good to know.
Every time you see a phone call from Muslim media, you start sweating, just looking, oh man, I don't know.
Is it Leslie? Ah, what did Marques do now?
But I will say this about Valentine's Day. It is cool. My daughter this year had her first crush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a boy named Jack.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's. See, I'm not the like. No, you can't do like. I love that. I think it's like you obviously don't go too far with it.
Right.
You gotta keep it
PC.
Keep it PC. But I think that's adorable.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. I think it's and like I know like when I was younger, like I was terrified about this stuff because I didn't like my parents. They didn't want to talk about this stuff. It was no. We were Christian household. You know how it is a Christian household.
I
It's
see
just,
why you are the way
no.
you are now. It
No
all makes
touching,
sense.
no looking, no. You may not.
So is she reciprocating? Is Jack hers, or does she have somebody else?
No, she likes Jack.
Okay.
She's into Jack.
Okay.
She's into it.
Cool.
So
So what's she going to do for him?
So, well, I mean, it was weird. This was the first year she did not want to do Valentine's for the whole class. So right away I was like, we exclusive now?
Yeah.
No more Valentine gangbangs?
Yeah, she's trying to get off the market.
Yeah. So we're exclusive now? And then she was like, yeah, I don't want to do everybody. So I was like, all right. And then a couple of days later, when she came in with Jack, she was like, I think I found it.
Okay. So
She
she want to give him candy, make a heart for him.
I feel like she's going to do a card.
Write one of them
She's
notes.
gonna keep it simple.
The
do a
roses are
card.
red, the violets are blue.
Easy with
You
your
know what I
pellets
mean?
here.
You one of them thing.
We're
I like you, Jack, and I know you like me too. One of
Okay,
them.
I can do that. Yeah, that's cool. But I'll probably do the card and the candy thing. But that stuff, yeah, I think Valentine's stuff when it comes to kids, I like the concept of it because I think it's cool. It's a nice little thing to do, like the Valentine's Day dance. I think you had those when we were in school.
Right.
I don't know if they do those anymore, but well, maybe she's too young for that. But maybe we'll do that when we get older. But I think that stuff's cool. But it's for an adult. Like I don't need it. Like we're okay. Amber's, and it's not just me. Amber's not into it either.
Listen, because you got somebody. So you're like, you're good. Like you said, you're good. You settled in.
Well, but I'm good to her also. So I don't feel the pressure to go and like have this grand gestures. Like a lot of grand gestures are cool to me on days they're not expected. You know what I mean? Like I like to do stuff when you have no idea it's coming. Like I think that's a cool thing to do.
It is.
But like if you're expecting it, I feel like it kind of takes a little bit of the joy out of it for me. No, like if you already know it's happening.
It doesn't, man. It doesn't.
You
know, you get a birthday gift on your birthday. I mean, it's not taking anything away from it. It's your birthday.
Yeah, but I don't put. But like, listen, going back to before, I don't put birthdays and Valentine's Day in the same box. I think a birthday is. But you also have those people too. That take their birthday too far. Like, bro, you don't get a birthday month. You get one day. Okay. You were born on. I was born on September 5th. That's it. Like, it's the day to celebrate. You maybe can stretch into a weekend. Like, if your birthday's on like a Saturday and you want to do a birthday weekend, we'll give you the birthday weekend. No birthday weeks.
I used to do birthday months.
Oh, you know what? Today's birthday, Amber's sister's birthday today, Andy. Happy birthday, Andy Westerman.
Now, why are you doing that? Why are you giving her a third-party birthday?
I didn't give her a no.
giving her a third-party
I
birthday?
texted her.
Don't say it on the air. Don't say it on the air. She probably ain't even
I already
listening.
texted her.
She's not even listening, so somebody be like, yo, Marques wish you happy birthday.
No.
Now you give her a third-party
No.
birthday. We said no third-party
No.
nothing.
But speaking of third party, I'm actually interested you brought that up because this is kind of in the same realm. We talked about the third party affection. Mm-hmm. I shut down my niece on third party affection. Amber was over in Jersey visiting, and my niece Aubrey, who's like 5, is like tell Uncle Mark said hi. I was like, no, I'm not. We already talked about this. And Amber goes, even for the kids, not the kids.
Not even the kids.
Not the kids. I was like, yeah, the kids too. No third party affection. You want to talk to me? You talk to me. We're not doing it through third party. It's weird and awkward. But anyway, we've already been on that. That was last year. Let's stay focused on this year. One thing that's kind of getting on my nerves when it comes to like people is the overuse of FaceTime now. Like, if I live 15 minutes away from you, what do I need to see your face for when we're talking? Like, I feel like FaceTime is something like, if you have grandparents out in California, and it's like, oh, I haven't seen grandma in a while, let's see the face. If you're 25 minutes away from me, I don't need to see your face. I can hear your voice. If I want to see your face that bad, I'll drive to you. We don't need to see FaceTime with you living down the street. Like, if you're like, all right, dog, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Why am I looking at your face? What is that about? You want to disagree, but you want to agree. you know it's ridiculous.
It's FaceTime, man.
Dude FaceTime, I think is weird.
Yeah. Okay. So
FaceTime needs to be a male-female thing. It can't be a dude-on-dude FaceTime. Like, I don't need to see your face just waking up. Like, I don't need to. We don't need to be like. I don't need to be like, yo, what's up, dog? How you doing? Yeah. All right, we going to that club. All right, I'll see you in 20 minutes. No, bro, just call me or text me. Either one. But we don't
old.
need to do
Because
FaceTime.
you old, bro. That's it.
I don't want it.
You old. That's it.
So you're cool with that?
Listen.
We don't start FaceTiming me?
I said you old. That's why. The young kids do it. It's different.
All right, where are you at
It's
with
different.
it? Or do you want to start doing a FaceTime
Man,
relationship?
I'm hardly on the phone, bro. So
As phone calls, you're hardly on the phone.
I mean, it's just business mainly. I'm on the phone if I'm on the phone, it's business. 9 times out of 10,
Okay.
I'm on the phone for business. I mean, if it's
Well,
my
who
kid,
told- I mean, well,
my
yeah.
kids will text me for
Yeah.
Like I could be downstairs, they'll be upstairs. You cook at dinner tonight, like
That's crazy. Yeah.
yeah, You know,
Right.
they won't come down in that. It's a text.
I had,
You know what I mean?
My daughter did the same house FaceTime to Amber. I had to shut that down. I was like, get out here now. It's like, bro, if I can see the back wall of your bedroom, you should not be FaceTiming. Bring yourself out here and have a conversation. What are you doing? We're not going to be this. This is not going to be our house.
The times are changing. This is what happens.
I'm not changing.
You're turning into your parents. When it was cut that rap music off, I don't like it. I don't understand why.
Don't do that. Don't hit me with the Mama Bradham.
That's what it is, man. And now you are into that role, and now the younger generation, the things they do, which they love and is cool and hip,
annoying.
to them is annoying to you.
Yeah, but we were way cooler than them, though. I mean, let's be honest.
I'm not going to disagree with
we
that.
We were way cooler.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
These kids now are just sad all the time.
But
why are you sad?
It's moving.
You live in $1 million house. What are you sad about?
Dylan, why are you sad?
Dylan's not sad.
He's that generation, bro.
Dylan's a happy guy.
Dylan's that generation.
Dylan's the exception to the rule. Dylan's a pleasant fella. We never see Dylan just sitting around like, I'm sad.
Dylan, you FaceTime your friends?
I have an Android.
Me too. I have an Android too.
I use Facebook, FaceTime, whatever.
We still can FaceTime though on Androids.
Yeah,
I think it's Android to Android though.
I don't
you
know.
Can't
I just
FaceTime.
use
You can't
Facebook.
FaceTime like an iPhone or something.
Yeah, so there you go.
Which is weird.
Dylan
I use
Facebook's
it.
FaceTimes.
So you're doing a whole Skype.
Yeah,
But who are you Skyping though?
anybody.
Your boys?
Yeah.
You Skype-
That's it.
Weirdo. Why are you
told
Skyping
you.
your boys? What are you guys talking about?
Anything, man.
Guy
it's
stuff.
so much more personal. Like
I
if
don't need
haven't
to be I need to be more personal.
I mean, if I haven't seen them in a year,
Okay,
it's
where
so
do
much
your
better to see
where do
someone's
your
face.
boys live?
Uh,
What's the logistics? Here?
Connecticut, New York.
Okay,
anywhere,
that's okay.
anywhere,
That's not bad.
You know?
I don't have a problem with that as much. Dude,
You
don't
have
do
a problem
FaceTime
with
is
it.
still.
You have a problem with it. No,
I don't know.
Don't give Dylan no lead. Dylan always
gonna
agrees
be
with you. Now
sad,
you want to
man.
give Dylan some lenience here? No, you better put the hammer on this boy right now.
It's weird, Dylan. No dude on dude FaceTime. Get off the phone. Go see them in
go.
Connecticut.
Come on. It told you. They're right there. There's your example.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. Yeah.
Him and his boys chilling like, what's going on, bro? Nothing. What you doing?
Why you got the
I'm
hammer
just sitting here
shit?
on the computer, whatnot. I'm just reading this magazine. How everything with you? Like, yeah, that's what they do, man. It's the generation. It's what they do.
It's weird.
It's
so
weird
weird.
to you.
It's
Sometimes,
weird.
Sometimes it's like they'll call me and then we're like, oh, let's go to FaceTime. We even like switch over.
They
to
ain't
that.
jump
You
off.
have- so you coordinate.
They talk. You're like,
It's
yo,
a
what's up,
whole-
bro? What you? Yo, I need to see your face, bro.
Don't do
Let's
that.
go on FaceTime. Come on. Yo, what's up, bro?
Don't do that. I need to see your face.
Yes, man.
Don't turn it into
telling you.
You just turn it into a weird
No,
R&B
that
place.
see.
It just went completely R&B.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. But you're so rough around the edges, man.
Stop calling me rough around the
That's
edges.
why you have to smooth that out.
I'm not rough
If we
around
can
the
smooth
edges.
around that out, we can smooth that out a little bit. You're good. Then you'll be able to see all this stuff.
These kids are sad these days, man. Like, for instance, Billie Eilish, I think is super talented.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's an amazingly talented artist, but she's just sad. Her music is like sad. I love her talent, but she's depressing. I don't want to be depressed.
Do you know,
Like, these kids
Do you know
go out
why?
of-
Because everybody today is depressed.
I agree. We're gonna go back to her in a minute, but I want to ask you. I learned something new about you this weekend on
Oh, you
IG.
did?
I did. You're friends with Michael Yo?
Yeah, that's my man. That's my man.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
He's like popping right now.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. He's
He has like
doing some things right now.
he has like over 1 million subscribers on not 1 million. He's in like 200, 300,000 followers on IG.
Yeah.
His Twitter is popping. His stand-up tour is popping.
Yeah.
Why do we only have 15 subscribers on YouTube, Gervase?
Yeah. Because
What is that about?
Mike's been doing it for years.
What is that?
Mike's been growing his brand for years.
Yeah, we'll get there one day.
That's why.
We'll
But yeah, that's why he's working on some projects right now.
His-
That's coming up. And his tour is great, man. If you get a chance, you gotta check out his tour.
I will, yeah.
He does this. His dad's black and his mom is Asian.
Yeah.
And he
That's an
kills
interesting
it when he
combination.
talks about his family. And he grew up in Houston, so it's
Wow,
a
H-Town.
black dad
Yeah.
Asian mom growing up in a white neighborhood in Houston.
Wow, that's a sitcom.
He was the quarterback of the football team
Really?
and couldn't get a homecoming date. The star quarterback
Wow.
of the football team couldn't get a home. Threw 4 touchdowns in a game, can't get a date for the homecoming.
Let me ask you a question. Is his wife in the business too?
She was.
She looks familiar.
Yeah, she was.
But I can't figure
Producer.
out.
She was doing some working on some reality
So
stuff.
she was behind the scenes.
Producing, yeah.
Okay, she had a familiar
Yeah.
face. I couldn't figure out what that was about.
Yeah. So, but he's got a great story, and he talks about the family when he's on stage doing the stand up, and it's funny stuff, man. It's funny stuff.
Good to hear. So I want to go back to Valentine's Day for a second.
Okay.
What's your best Valentine's date?
Best Valentine's date.
Best Valentine's date.
I mean, I'm a dude that keeps it simple, man. I don't. I mean, I
Jar Fridays?
could do the crazy extravagant stuff too, but I like to keep it simple. So it's just for me, it's whatever she's into.
Okay.
So it's whatever your girl's into. That's what we want to do, but we might expand upon it. You know what I mean? If say she likes Broadway shows, maybe.
That's not keeping it simple.
I'm saying
A Broadway show?
I'm saying her thing is Broadway shows.
That's not simple.
It is simple.
A Broadway show's not simple.
It's simple. What's that?
Dylan, you been to any Broadway shows?
Yeah, absolutely. Not for Valentine's Day.
Marques, have you been to a Broadway show?
I have.
Okay, so what's
But it's not simple. It's extravagant.
Yeah, that's
Oh, like
that's
on
what-
Broadway?
over there.
That's a big deal.
Bro,
Going to see Cats in New York is a big deal.
what's the big deal?
Going to see Phantom of the Opera?
You go up to New York, you walk into the theater, and you watch the
Okay,
show.
okay.
What's so difficult?
Okay, Joe Superstar. This is for the average person. Going to a Broadway show is a big deal.
No, it's not. You go on StubHub, get some tickets, and bounce. What's so difficult?
How do you not see this as being something that's an extravagant night?
Dylan, do you think that's extravagant? It's a show.
That definitely requires a little bit more planning.
If that's
It
your
definitely
thing,
does.
you can go to the Man in Philly. You don't gotta go to New York. We can go over here.
But
and
I'm
stay in
saying,
Philly.
but you're throwing out a Broadway show like, oh, everyone does that. Most people in the country have not been to a Broadway show.
If that's your girl's thing, I started this off with. If that's
Yeah, but
your
you
girl's
said I
thing,
keep it simple.
That is
Oh, we
simple.
go to a Broadway
that's her
show.
thing. That is simple. That's what she does.
That's
That's
like
what she likes.
saying we keep it simple. I flew to Paris in my private jet.
I mean,
Um,
if she got a private jet, that's what she do. Then yeah, that's
Not
simple.
keeping it simple.
That's our lifestyle, there, bro. That's what we do it every day.
Well, it ain't my lifestyle. Maybe Oprah's, not mine. Speaking of Oprah and Gail King. Yeah, no, we doing that. We definitely doing that, Gail. You already know what I'm about to say. So, for those of you who don't know, Gail King did an interview with Lisa Leslie. So you're already getting uncomfortable. Your body language completely
I'm just
shifted.
like, let's
You
go.
got uncomfortable.
Let's go.
Gail King did an interview with Lisa Leslie talking about the late, great Kobe Bryant. And she addressed a whole bunch of topics. And there was a snippet that was released by CBS that caused quite controversy talking about Kobe's past.
Out of all the snippets of this hour-long interview they could have put out, they put out this one.
Right. Eagle, Colorado, 2003. Most of you are familiar with the story, allegedly, what happened. But I guess I'm going to ask you, what are your thoughts on the situation?
I mean, CBS did her dirty.
So you blame CBS for this.
They're the ones who put the cut out.
Okay.
They didn't run it by Gail that they were putting that cut out. They just put that cut out. Out of all the pieces of that whole interview you put out, you put that out. You know what I mean? And it was messed up on their part. It was messed up on CBS's part to do that. You know what I mean? Listen, in an interview, that topic is going to come up. It's part of Kobe's history. So you can't get away from it. You know what I mean? But that's somebody who had a situation and moved on from the situation and was doing good things ever since moving on from that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, look, we've all done bad things in our lives. It's never going to leave us as part, but it's not like he continued to do bad things, was always in trouble,
Right.
where you could always reference that.
Right.
You know what I mean? The dude was doing good things ever since. Kobe was doing
Especially
a lot of good things.
post-retirement.
Yes, and especially for women post-retirement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
He was a huge advocate. I don't know if a lot of people know, he was a huge advocate for WNBA. Like, he
Big,
was
big.
very, very much in that league and supported that league big time.
yes.
Okay, so I respect your opinion. I disagree a little bit. I don't put this on CBS because the content came from Gail. maybe that, I mean, listen, if I'm an executive, that's not the clip that I would have chose.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't know that we really, like, I don't know that that was fair to put Lisa Leslie in that position, being one of his best. And I thought Lisa Leslie did an awesome job of, you know, answering the question, but being respectful to the family, being respectful to Kobe's legacy. I thought she did an amazing job at handling this situation because I felt for Gail, it was a little, she was looking for a reaction. And I feel like she should know better than that. And again, I go back to kind of what I was saying last week about how I feel we don't support each other like we should. Now, Snoop Dogg had some comments about Gail. A little aggressive.
Threatening a little.
Little aggressive.
Little
I
threatening.
mean, I understand what he's trying to say, but he went a little step too far. I think my favorite part of that whole clip was Snoop goes, should I call her one? Should I do it? Now I'm thinking he's just going to go just the average B word, but no. Dog face B word. What he does. Which was a lot. I wasn't expecting that, so I was like, whoa, okay, Snoop, all right. But I understand what he's saying. Like, you know, you're out here and you're coming at Kobe Bryant. This incident took place 16 years ago, and something that, I mean, if you go through, I don't want to go through the case, but if you do have a chance to go through the case and you read everything, it's controversial what happened, and there, it definitely is. You know, we weren't there, we don't know, but it's some controversial statements, controversial things that happened within the frames of that case. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. But you got a guy out here in Harvey Weinstein who is, you guys have proclaimed to be like one of your good friends. And it's just not a good look that you're so hard on Kobe's legacy and you have this whole 3-minute conversation about what happened in 2003, but you guys really have not done much or said anything much about Harvey Weinstein and things that people have been talking about that he was doing for years up until recently. He basically was asked to walk away from his company because of the things that he is partaking in and things he was saying. Courtney Love actually famously on the red carpet, I forget what award show, back in 2013, they asked her for advice she would give any young actress, and she looked in the camera and said, stay away from Harvey Weinstein. That's how bad things are over there. So, and there was, I mean, people were making jokes about it up until like 2015, 2016 at award shows about things this man was doing behind closed doors. And you're in photos kissing on this guy, hugging him, Oprah's hugging him, doing all this stuff with him. It just doesn't look good. And I think now, where we're at now with this situation with Kobe, how fresh it is, how much it hurt people, how people are still hurting. We have a family involved, you know, that lost a husband and a sister and a daughter. I just feel Gail was way out of line for even bringing this up. And we didn't need to do that. And it just, like, the backlash she's getting, I think, is definitely deserved on her part. And I hope she learns from this and makes better decisions than what she made.
So you're saying she should never brought that up at all?
No.
So nobody should ever bring that up in an interview about Kobe. Talking about Kobe, you should never bring that up.
I feel like if we had moved, when he was alive, we had moved past this. So why are we bringing it back now he passed? I don't understand the point. We haven't talked about, we have not talked about Eagle, Colorado in years.
Right. So
years.
if you're telling
probably
Kobe's story, you're not going to talk about that?
Right now?
No, I'm saying.
What do you mean, like in a biopic?
Yeah, if you're going to talk about.
Oh
Kobe's
yeah,
story,
but that's different because that is his whole a synopsis of entire life. You don't need to do that in a 10-minute piece talking about him now. If you're gonna do a movie, you can't do a movie without mentioning that incident.
Right.
But this was not that. This was a 10-minute interview with one of his best friends, as someone who knew him very well, talking about him. You didn't need to do that then. That didn't need to be done then. And would I agree with you that CBS didn't need to pick that clip? You're absolutely right, they didn't. They did, though, because you talked about it. So really, the trail goes back to you. This is you, not them. You can't blame the network for something you said out of your mouth. It's not like they took clips and pieced them together for you to form this conversation.
Right.
You had the conversation.
True.
So if you were comfortable having the conversation, you need to be comfortable with them selecting the clip. You can't turn around and say, no, you did this.
Oh, but
Now, was it petty?
So if they don't play that clip and play a different clip, is it this big? Does it blow up like this when people still see the interview?
Yes. I think it takes time. It's not because you know how we are with the internet.
I don't think it would have ever gotten to this level.
Okay, maybe not.
Because now when you see the whole interview,
Yeah.
it's different. When you see the whole interview, the way the interview goes, and when the questions, it's different than just seeing that clip of, so Kobe was he at the club and telling you to get girls for him and all that? It's different.
Yeah.
It's a shock value clip.
Right.
It's a shock moment clip.
It was meant to be that. Absolutely.
And
they got what they wanted.
Right. It did what it was supposed to
Controversy
do.
sells.
That clip did what it was supposed to do. But if they didn't play that clip and played a different clip, and then you see the interview, that's not the reaction you're going to have.
Maybe you're right.
And
Maybe you're right.
I'm not saying everyone. I'm saying Stoop may still have that reaction.
Maybe you're
A lot
right.
of the ball players may have had that reaction still, but the majority.
Well, she tried
of people,
to get Lisa Leslie to snitch on the ball players. Like she put Lisa Leslie in a really bad position there to be a snitch. Like what happens on those type of levels is not for the main public.
That's behind
These people.
closed doors
I mean,
stuff.
listen. Not that it's right. These people got wives. They got wives of wives. They got girlfriends. They don't want you out talking about what they be doing in the club. That's not okay. So Gail also, on top of that, was trying to get her to snitch on her friends. It was a bad look. And at the end of the day, she's got to take ultimate responsibility for this because you did say these things. Mm-hmm. Whether it was out of you said it. So it happened. So it's on you. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. And when we come back, Billie Eilish, we mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about her. She had some things to say about hip hop that I want to get into and ask you guys about. It's totally unclear. It's Marques, it's Gervase, Unclear Media, Tuesday morning. We'll be right back.
I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. And even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, Maria, and she convinced me to continue my education. Just never judges. She's a true role model.
From the depths of my heart, I thank you, Maria, for being a friend and a beautiful person. No one receives a diploma alone, and I'm honored to share this moment with you. Thank you.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Yeah, man. You know the vibes. Totally Unclear. Marques, Gervase, Unclear Media. So we touched on Billie Eilish a little bit briefly about 10 minutes ago. And Billie Eilish is, we talked about it during break. Everybody loves Billie Eilish these days. Yeah. Billie Eilish is, she is, I guess you would say the two biggest pop stars right now are, well, three. I'll go Billie, Taylor, Drake. Is that fair? Who else would you put in that category? Anybody else? Lizzo, I guess?
Yeah,
I still hate Lizzo.
Yeah, I know you do. But she could be in there.
But she's in.
But Billie is definitely in the and in the conversation. As we see from the awards, she's won. So
right,
it's speaking for itself.
Right. Billie actually did an interview, and Dylan's gonna read this quote to us. Billie did an interview about a week ago, talking about hip hop music. And this quote I thought was pretty interesting. And I want Dylan to find that quote for us and give us a dramatic reading. Dylan on Billie Eilish.
She says, just because the story isn't real doesn't mean it can't be important. Talking about other rappers' lyrics. She says, there's a difference between lying in a song and writing a story. Do you think she's a story writer? I don't know. There are a ton of...
I didn't ask you for commentary. Just read it.
Sorry.
I'm just
There are a ton of songs where people are just lying. There's a lot of that in rap right now from people that I know who rap. It's like I got my AK-47 and I'm effing and I'm like, what? You don't have a gun. And all my B words, I'm like, which B words? That's posturing and that's not what I'm doing. She's making pretty bold statements for a
Yeah, for being like
18-year-old.
17.
Yeah, whatever she is.
Right. Okay. So first, before I dive into that statement, I feel like Billie Eilish needs to be very careful because you're hot right now, but we've seen this movie before with an artist like this, and I'm going to give you one from about 5 years ago. Do you remember Lorde?
Yeah.
Billie Eilish and Lorde are very similar to me in their styles and the praise they get. Like Lorde, her first album got huge praise. What was the name of that song?
They're diamonds or something.
That's the first word I thought of. That's not the name of
That's
it.
the name of it. But yeah, we know the song.
We
yeah.
know the song. Why can't I think of the song? It's going to drive me crazy.
Royals?
Royals. Thank you, Dylan. Royals.
Gotcha.
Oh, it drives me crazy. I didn't remember that. But Royals was critically acclaimed. She won a lot of awards that year
Off that song.
off that song. But the album, too, people loved that first album. And then she went away. And we've never heard from her since. And she was super young, and everyone was in love with her storytelling, her writing. Oh, she's going to be around for years. Billie Eilish and her are very similar in how people are receiving them. Now, will Billie Eilish be around longer than Lorde? Time will tell. But these moments are fleeting. So I feel like it's a very dangerous thing for you to be commenting on other art forms and throwing around your opinions and you're some expert who's been in the business for 20 years when you're barely 17, 18 years old. Like, I think that's dangerous. And I thought just something interesting about lying and storytelling. Because to me, aren't they basically the same thing? Like, if I'm telling a, and that's the thing with hip hop, with movies, when you're telling a story, you're going to embellish. You're going to make things more, you're going to embellish things to please your audience. Look at Rick Ross. We all know Rick Ross is not slinging coke. Mm-hmm. He was a corrections officer. We have the pictures. Mm-hmm. We know that.
Thank you, 50.
Yeah, but you're right. We know that. We found that out, 12 years ago? He still has had a remarkable career beyond that because no one really cares at the end of the day. Biggie. Biggie wasn't out in the streets like that. Biggie did sell drugs. That is true. But the legend that he created about his drug selling is embellished.
Right.
He was not out there like that.
Seller, yeah.
He wasn't out there like that. He wasn't some kingpin of a city. He was writing about experiences from his neighborhood off the corner of Fulton and St. James. Tupac, and it's unfortunate with him because, like, I feel like he's a guy who put himself in some situations that he probably shouldn't have been in, and he kind of blurred the line between storytelling and reality. I think at one point he got caught up in kind of his own situation and got in some situations he probably shouldn't have been involved in towards the end of his life. I feel Tupac, if he had lived past that point, probably looked back and said that was really dumb. I shouldn't have been doing all that stuff. And it's unfortunate that he didn't get a chance to have that moment of clarity. Anyway, my main point is storytelling is a huge part of not just hip-hop, it's a huge part of music. And I don't think that that's lying. And for her to kind of stereotype hip-hop into guns and B-words, I think it's unfair also. Because hip-hop is so much more than that. And hip-hop is hit almost every Richter of the scale. And for us to be taken back to that, like that's all we talk about is going to the club and guns, I think that's completely unfair and ridiculous. And I would caution her, be careful. Because you got the moment right now, and everyone got jobs on you right now, but this stuff can go away real fast. And you might need some of these people to talk about to get you a song to make you hot again. So maybe it'd be a good idea for you to just shh. Like, be quiet. Don't be out here. You're talking crazy right now. And again, I think storytelling and lying are kind of in the same family.
No, especially with hip hop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a braggadocious form when it started.
Right.
So you're bragging about what you don't have, but you're bragging about what you want to have.
Right.
So, it is about storytelling. It's about telling these stories. It's about telling something from your neighborhood that you may not have experienced, but you might know somebody who lived it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're just telling this story from your perspective of what you saw. Or you might be telling a story from your friend's perspective that went through it. They
Right.
told you what happened, so you're telling their story for them because they can't write rhymes.
Right.
Or whatever it is.
Right.
But yeah, it's a blended form there. There's definitely, if you want to call it line, yes, there's definitely line in hip hop. But it's also, like you said, it's embellishing.
Yeah.
And that's just part of the art form. But I think same thing in all forms of music.
Yeah.
The same type of way. I mean, if you listen to her stuff is, like everybody's saying, very dark.
Super dark.
You know, I mean, we don't know your history, but are you really depressed? And have you had all these things that you sing about? We don't know. How much are you embellishing in your songs?
Right. And like you said before, it's the era. This era has a fascination with depression.
Right.
So she's writing about the era. It's not like you did this 10 years ago when everyone was happy and sunshine and rainbows. You're doing this now when people are in a depressed state. So you're taking advantage of that, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You're writing about what you see and what you see around you and what you hear. That's all hip hop is. That's all they're doing. And you know, it's I look at hip hop as professional wrestling almost. You know, Rick Ross, the name alone is a name he got from Rick Ross, who was out in the streets. But that name that's not his actual name. Mm-hmm. He took that name, and it was actually a lawsuit. They were suing each other for a couple years about it. They kind of settled, I think, on something. But there was a Rick Ross, Freeway Rick Ross. He was in prison for years for allegedly, you know, drug trafficking or whatever. But that's where Rick Ross got that moniker from. There's a lot of people in hip hop that's taken, you know, Biggie used to call himself Frank White, who was a gangster from New York, the New York days.
Right.
Like these guys adopt these monitors, and in the 90s, you know, gangster movies were hugely popular. You were coming off, you know, The Godfather in the 70s, then you had Goodfellas in the 90s, you had Casino, Donnie Brasco, all that stuff, and you heard the rappers rapping about that stuff in their music because they were fascinated with that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't understand where she's coming from and what provoked her to say that. I mean, I guess it's maybe a thing where it's just a childish opinion.
She's
a child
young.
being a child.
She's
yeah.
young.
And she just doesn't know. And, you know, she's trying to express herself like most children do. They express themselves, but things they say are stupid. And then they realize in 15 years, yeah, that was dumb. I shouldn't have said that. But, again, I would caution her to just learn from this because it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. A lot of people were really upset about this. And, you know, when you're in your moment and you're white hot like she is, you don't need this type of stuff. You don't need to say this. You don't need to do this. You're white hot.
Yeah,
just be white hot.
Yeah, but when you white hot, it's a different level, man. Like you said, and you move differently now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You on a different level and you move different, and things around you are all different. You're not doing what the Joneses is doing anymore.
It's true. Yeah, that's true. So we'll move on a little bit because Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj.
Meek,
Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj's new husband, Kenneth Petty, which is appropriate last name, ran into each other at a Los Angeles boutique last week, and there was a screaming match recorded. They went back and forth. And after that, a couple days later, they went back and forth on Twitter. There were some allegations thrown out that I want to get into. A lot of things were said. A lot of things were said. A lot of things were accused. And I don't know. It's hard enough running into your ex as it is. It has to be significantly harder to run into your ex when your ex is like the biggest female rapper in the world. And you run into your ex, maybe you're having a bad day. Maybe someone cuts you off at the light. Maybe you want to turn green first and two cars came in. You know, things happen. Maybe it's Valentine's Day and you ain't got no boo. You walk in the LA boutique, you're like, you know what? I'm going to buy something to feel better about myself. And who do you see? Your ex with her husband. And they're, oh, honey, look at that lamp over there. You think we should buy that for our new home? Look at that. Oh, look at that new bed. Oh, we need a new bed now. You know why. Imagine all that.
Okay.
Imagine all this things happening.
Okay.
And you're just standing there just upset. I feel for Meek. He's trying to move on with his life.
Man, Meek Mill is the biggest soft boy towards women. Come on now.
Come on, man. Like, we feel bad
Dylan,
for me.
where I remind you, we are in North Philadelphia. We don't
I'm not
know
hating.
who's listening.
What do you? What?
You need to be careful out there, homie.
What are you feeling bad for me?
If I hear a knock on the door, I'm leaving. I gotta go. I got a family dog. I ain't dying for you, Dylan. Them dream chasers out here, homie. Them dream chasers are out here. No, but go ahead and expand on that.
Man, well, why would he bring up just anything about it? Why would he relight that fire? You know it's not going to go good for him or anyone
So do we know,
involved.
so let me ask you, because you might know more than I do. Who, when they got in the boutique, who started the yelling? Was it him or was it her? Or was it Kenneth Petty? Being petty. Who was it?
I'm not going to blame anyone. I don't know.
Because,
I
like,
didn't see
here's
the
the thing
video.
is, like, it's tough. It's like, yo, I don't know if this is the first time he saw her, but it's tough that first time you see your ex, especially if they're doing better than you.
Yeah.
Listen, I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. We can say all we want. Oh, I want my ex to do well. I wish my ex the best. No, you don't.
But she already was.
No, you don't. You don't wish him the best.
No, but she already was doing better than him.
Right.
So it
But
ain't, it ain't like she doing.
Listen,
She got rid of you and is doing better than.
it is
that.
a competition. It's a competition always. Once you guys break up, the clock starts. The competition begins. And I need to get to that next level before you do.
It was a losing battle for him from jump though. When you broke up, you was gonna reach what she was doing.
Right.
I mean,
no, I agree with you.
You could have.
But you still want to compete? Listen.
Why?
Listen.
You-
If you're
you
the
can't-
worst team in the NBA, you still want to make the playoffs?
That's a different. You can't even get in that lane and compete with her.
But you still want to.
Nah.
You're still mad. You're still mad about it. You still want to compete. Right?
You can all you want, but you're not. And if you can't see that everything
But
you're
I
getting
don't
is
feel
on
like
you.
I don't feel like he can see that though. Because
Then-
who can?
then it's all on him.
Because at the end of the day, you're looking at it from the perspective of Nicki Minaj, #1 female rapper in the world. Nicki Minaj,
Different lane.
Nicki Minaj, one of the greatest to ever do it.
Different lane.
He's looking at it like, this is my ex.
okay.
I want to be better than her.
You can't though. She's in a different
It
lane.
he's not gonna look at it that way though.
Then that's why you getting all this. That's why you get what you're getting in. If you can't see that, then you deserve everything you getting. You gonna be that jealous dude, petty dude. That's all.
Everybody is though.
Because guess what?
Don't just put him in that lane.
No,
everybody's doing that.
No, everybody's not.
Everybody's mad.
No, listen, you can be mad, but again, you're not going to be able to get in her lane. It's that simple. So you're fighting a losing battle. You're
Yeah.
going to lose every time. And Mr. Petty, he won. He got your girl. He won. He married her. He won.
That's another thing too.
So
not
you're
only did you guys break up. I think she broke up with him, right?
Yeah.
Not only did that happen, also the next guy marries her.
Getting
That's
out
like
of
a
jail.
double.
Getting out of jail.
Right. That's hard. That's hard. It's a hard thing to swallow. It's hard. It's hard. It is.
It ain't that hard. Drink some more water. It ain't that hard, bro. Get
Me?
over it.
I'm not thirsty right now. You thirsty?
Get over it.
Got your
Get
bottle.
over it. Get over it,
Wait
man.
a minute.
Get over
You're
it.
missing sips here. Where'd you take a drink? I missed that.
During the break.
Okay.
Dylan took care of me.
All right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Listen, man, it is what it is. I'm sure this ain't the first time you broke up with somebody, Meek. I'm sure you broke a lot
Not
of women's
that
hearts.
status.
It don't matter what the status is.
And everybody know about it too?
It's a breakup, bro. It's a breakup.
I'm sure it's harder for them than it is for
It's
an
a
average
breakup.
person.
You know what you should have
Like
did?
not everyone like
You should've
like
walked
you're not
out.
gonna be like when I break up. If I break up with my girl, I'm not gonna be the #1 trending topic in the world.
Listen, but here's the
People
deal.
are gonna be
What do you do then?
commenting on my relationship.
You avoid every. Listen, it's so different if you with your girl and you break up. Y'all live in the same town.
Yeah.
It's like I know if I go to the supermarket, I'm going to see her there probably. And if I
Right.
go to we hung
got
out at the same
schedules.
club and the
Yeah.
spots, the bars, I'm going to different spots just so I don't have to see her and deal with that.
Right.
And I don't have to deal with the people that know us having to say some stuff to me.
Right.
I'm changing my location. I might move, like whatever it is. If I'm not, I'm just going to different spots. I'm not
Yeah.
hanging out in the same spots. That's on you, bro. You walked in that boutique, she'd be like, is that? I'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah,
come back
but
tomorrow.
here's the thing though. So he does that, and people see him do that.
That's okay.
That's an L too.
That's okay.
If anyone's seen him turn around and walk out and look over and say, "Why did he?"
I'll be
Oh,
like, what?
That's gonna be a trending topic.
Yeah. I'm on my way. Dang, my bad. I'm on my
Hashtag
way.
Meek left the boutique.
I'm on my way. Dang, my bad. Out. He could have done anything to get out of there. It made
His feelings were probably so hurt he probably couldn't even rationalize that. He's hurt, man.
Okay.
And just for Valentine's Day.
So now with this back and forth and this Twitter war going on, who's winning?
Nobody, because they're both saying crazy stuff about each other.
Right.
It got bad out there. It got real bad.
Right.
Like, they were both accusing each other of some pretty terrible things.
Now, was he saying anything about Nikki? Or was it just between those two?
Bro, they both were saying some really bad things about each other.
So now who's going to win that one? You're talking about
Nikki.
Nikki.
Got the Barbs, bro. Don't play the Barbs.
But listen, forget about that even. Forget about even some type of rap battle between them. Who's just talking trash on a female? Who's
I
gonna
agree.
win
That's
this?
corny.
You're not going to win that.
Yeah, it's
you
corny.
lose that all day.
Yeah, I agree.
The time has changed, and it's taken a lot of dudes still a long time to understand it and catch up that the times have changed. Yo, man, you can't just say whatever you want to a woman nowadays.
Yeah.
You can't just touch them and do it. The whole thing of when a guy is in a bar and he's trying to pass a woman and he's always got to put his hands on her shoulder and say, excuse me. I'm like, you ain't got to touch me to go by me. Say excuse me to me so I can turn around and move out your way. You don't have to touch me. The times have changed.
Yeah, but that's messed up, though, because I'm going to tell you right now why it's messed up.
Why is it messed up?
Because here's the thing. You're in a loud, crowded place, all right?
Mm-hmm.
It's crowded. It's loud. You can't hear. So you're not going to hear me. I want to get in your ear and get the chest on your back. I want to do all that, and I'm on the side right here. I don't want to do that because then that looks crazy.
You're loud, bro. Excuse me. They'll hear you.
No, my voice doesn't sound like that. First of all.
They'll hear you. They'll hear you. They'll move out your way.
Yeah, but that's threatening. I'm not going to, excuse me. That's threatening.
No, it's not. That's
threatening.
You're trying
That's
to
a
get by. Okay.
No.
Listen.
The shoulder, listen, the one, you don't go double shoulder.
You don't
Double
go no
shoulder's
shoulders.
aggressive.
You don't go no shoulders.
You go one
Nobody
shoulder.
wants to be touched.
You go to the side where the
Nobody
shoulder
wants-
meets the arm, and you slide by.
You want
'Cause
somebody
here's the
touching
thing.
you?
Here's the thing. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. If I'm sliding by and I'm not going shoulders, I'm going no hands, there's a good chance genitals may touch.
Nah,
That can happen.
That's the point.
And that's bad.
No. But here's the thing.
It's really bad.
You're still doing it wrong. You have to tell. Excuse me, can I get by you? They'll move out the way. They'll give you the room to get by without touching them.
Yeah, but it could be a tight space.
No, they're going to
with
give
other
you.
people
They're
involved.
going to.
I'm going shoulder. I don't care. I'm going
Listen,
one shoulder.
If they move out the way and you still touch them, it's different because they know that they moved out the way. And you're still. It's different.
One shoulder.
It's different.
You don't go double. See, that's your problem.
No, your
You're going
problem is
double
this.
shoulder.
You think
That's
it's okay
creep.
to touch people when they
No,
want to
that's
be
creep.
touched.
You're a creep.
Everybody
You're
want to
going
be
double shoulder. I
I'm not
bet you're
touching
on top,
nobody.
weren't you?
Nobody want to be
You're going shoulder
touched.
blades, aren't you?
People don't want to be touched.
Did you do the squeeze?
Excuse me.
Did you go motorbike shoulder with the
Excuse
squeeze?
me. I'm not touching.
Did you go with the squeeze?
But you're touching.
You're going
Mr. Touchy-feely guy?
No.
The big
I'm not
touchy-feely guy. Touchy-feely guy.
No.
He's touching me again.
You're taking it to a weird
He's walked by me
place.
3 times and he's touched me 3 times.
No, I didn't do that.
That's what
One
you've done.
time. I think it was
3
the bathroom.
times.
No.
And he's touching on my
Absolutely
shoulder.
not.
And he's
No.
doing this. He's doing a
No,
little thing
I
like
don't think,
this.
no, that's
Excuse
you.
me.
That's you.
See?
No.
Stop
You're going-
touching.
Here's you. Top of the shoulders with a
Times
motorbike
have
squeeze.
changed. The
No,
times have
no,
changed,
you can
man.
do that. That's okay.
See? I got.
That's all right.
This is keep telling you, man. We're going to smooth out these rough edges for you, bro. That's again, another week.
Hate it or love it, Dylan.
Another week.
Damn. Oh, man. All right. So we got our assistant engineer in here. He's right over here.
Hi, assistant engineer.
Yeah. Niles in here.
Niles in the building.
Niles.
Yes, sir.
That's a very Frasier name. It's extremely Frasier. Were your parents fans of the show?
Not really. I mean, I've heard of the show before, but everybody tends to call me Niles, but there's no S. It's like,
It's just Nile,
Yeah.
like the river.
yeah.
Were you named after the river?
Yeah. So like the reason why like my mom like what she told me was like I want you to be like distinguished like from everybody else, being that not the Nile River is like the longest river in the world.
Yeah.
She wanted to make it more masculine, so she changed the I to a Y, and that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Learn something new every day.
No. All right. First one. Let's see. Oh, you probably heard this. Apple being fined $27 million for slowing down older iPhones to make customers buy the new one.
Yeah, I've been talking about this for years, Apple. That's why I don't own your phones, because you're trash. You're trash, Apple. How grimy is that? If I want to keep a 7, let me keep a 7. Let me enjoy my 7. What's wrong with you, Apple? They've been doing this for years. I had to tell Amber about that, because Amber's like, it's so weird. All of a sudden, my phone, it's not working like it was. The Wi-Fi. I'm like, because it's Apple. They're trying to get you again. I can have a Galaxy from 2009. I'm Gucci.
Okay.
You're mad. I get a phone every year. Upgrade. Good. I'm glad people got on that. I love it.
Yeah.
You love it?
It should be 37 million.
You love it.
55 million. 55 billion. That's criminal. That's terrible.
It is.
It's
It is.
terrible.
It is, but I'm still rocking with Apple.
Of course you are.
I love it, but I still rock with Apple.
So you love it?
Still rocking with Apple.
So you hate it or love it?
I love it. I'm still rocking with Apple.
So you love the fine, but you still wear
It's
Apple.
business. It's big business. This is how
It's
big
terrible.
business is done.
It's a scam.
It's the
It's a crime.
American way.
It's a crime. Terrible.
All right. Then Joel Embiid makes a tweet. He hinted he wants out of Philly, right? He said, "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain."
Shout out to Hove. So appalled.
Shout out to the Joker.
So appalled.
Love it or hate it.
You know what? I hate it, but we need to trade your bum ass.
Whoa,
Yeah.
not the bum ass.
No, he's a bum ass. Yeah. Giannis is way better than that dude in every way, shape, and form. Embiid is slow as molasses. His moves is trash. He don't want to get in the paint.
Here's the
and I know
thing.
the game has changed. He's not supposed to, but man, yo, take that trash someplace else and play someplace else, please.
This is aggressive.
Let's just do it. Let's just get rid of this dude now. Look, you and Happy? Cool, you and Happy. Let's
Yo,
move
this
him.
is so
Let's
funny.
ship him out.
This
Let's
is
start
so
the
funny.
campaign.
People are finally
Let's
coming
get rid of
around.
Embiid.
I literally called for Joel Embiid to be traded like 2 years ago.
Yes, you did. I remember.
And
I'll
people,
give you that too.
people
I
were.
remember.
I got hate mail.
I remember.
I got oranges thrown at me. It was bad. And honestly, listen, I love Joel Embiid. The game has moved on, so he has one or two choices. You either fall in the line of what Joel Okafor was, and be a dinosaur from '95, or you're gonna have to stop freebasing milkshakes and lose 20 pounds and get it together. You cannot be effective at this size. He's for what the game is now, he's overweight. Is he an overweight person? No. But for what the game is now, he's overweight. We need more. He needs to be quicker to be able to beat guys off the dribble.
Yeah.
And this whole pouty, like, listen, you're getting booed for a reason.
Listen.
First of all, you look miserable out there. You look like you hate your life. Every time you take the court, you look like you hate your life now. I don't feel that him and Ben Simmons get along at all. And that wouldn't matter 20 years ago because there's a lot of teams that guys didn't get along and they still won. But we know how this generation is now. They're sensitive. They can't handle.
He's a kid.
Right.
And two,
but they can't handle that.
And we assume that because these men are so big
Yeah.
and strong and
Yeah.
make all this money that they're grown men.
Right.
These are kids still.
Absolutely.
And some kids are more mature than others.
Right.
And some aren't.
Right.
He's in the aren't category.
Right.
He's a kid who's not as mature as he probably could be.
Right.
And we're going to see all this fallout come pretty soon.
Listen, if this continues the way it is now, and they're
not going anywhere this year.
If this continues the way it is now, they don't get out of the first round, they maybe get a second round. Don't be surprised if you hear trade options for him this summer. You can't trade him. I didn't think it was going to happen during the year. You don't trade a guy that big during the year. But this summer, don't be surprised to start to hear those things. Because me personally, I've always been build around Ben, trade Joel. Because Ben is a today player. And you see how effective he is when he has more space to operate.
Right.
He doesn't shoot the ball. Well, guess what? Put shooters around him.
That's it.
That's it.
If he listen, I'll take
It's that
Ben
simple.
giving me 19 ignite,
Yeah.
8 rebounds and 8 boards.
Right.
I mean, same thing. 8
8 assists,
assists.
yeah.
8 assists.
At 6'10"?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll take that
Who's
every night
doing that?
from him without
Who's-
shooting the ball. That's
And,
fine.
and what Ben does is Ben pushes pace. He pushes pace.
The game is different when Embiid's so slow when he's
It
in the
slows.
game.
It has to.
Yeah.
It has to.
Yeah.
And Embiid, like, listen, I think on both their ends, they kind of refuse to do what the other one needs. But Ben's talent is so unique. We need to do what he wants. Because we don't need that Joel Embiid. We don't need that. We can find other guys that make more sense around Ben. And that's always been my point. And I'm glad people 2 years later are finally coming around to what I try to tell y'all. You need to listen to me when I talk. That was 2018 talk. Catch up.
Not all the time, but on
Catch
that
up.
One, on that one, you was correct.
Catch up.
All right, last one. We'll make it quick. Burger
You know we're not
King-
gonna make quick.
Yeah.
You already know that. Well, I don't know why you even said that. Last week you said, "Yo, guys, we're gonna
This is
make
why
it
I'm
like
making it quick.
we're
Can
gonna
he
make it
ask the
like a
question?
minute." We went on
Let
like
him ask
7.
the question.
We went on like 7 minutes. We ain't making it quick.
Let him
There's
ask
nothing
the
to show us
question.
quick. We like to take it nice and slow, like Ursher. Ursher Raymond up in here, nice and slow.
Ursher, baby.
For the ladies.
All right. Burger King is giving out free Whoppers on Valentine's Day.
What?
Hate it or love it.
Love it.
Hate it.
So the whole deal is this. The whole deal is this.
What?
If you bring in a picture of your ex and put it in this box that they have at Burger King, they'll give you a free Whopper.
No way.
Love it. Love this idea.
Wait, hold on a second.
Love this
You're
idea.
bringing a picture of your ex.
Yeah, you print out a picture of your ex. You know, so you can find one still. Everybody probably got that hidden picture of their ex still, even though they still hate her and whatnot. And then you print it out, go to Burger King. They got this box. You put it in the box, and they give you a free Whopper.
What is the purpose? What, so you can eat a sad sandwich by yourself in your room in the dark because you ain't got no boo?
It's awesome. It's finally getting over your ex.
You ain't getting over your ex. Listen.
Get that Whopper,
So
baby.
You gonna walk or drive down a bird? That's a lot of thought. You're not over your ex.
Free Whopper.
If you're gonna go to the printer, look up a picture, print it out, just to go down the street to give me a Whopper?
Yeah, man.
No, bro.
Love
That's ridiculous.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever
Good
heard
job,
in my entire life.
BK, on that marketing.
This is terrible. We talk a lot of Burger King on the show, by the way. This is like our 5th Burger King topic.
And we don't even eat Burger King like
No,
that.
not even a little bit. But no, that's terrible.
Love it.
Absolutely not.
Love it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. That's ridiculous. Follow us at Totally Unclear on Twitter and Instagram. Also, subscribe on YouTube at Marques B. Tweeden on Instagram and on Twitter.
At SayJerv on Instagram, Twitter. Check us out. We got some nice stuff going. I don't know what we got going on.
We don't really have that stuff going
Hold
on.
on.
Just come watch the show, and we're gonna have more stuff. We promise. We're getting to it, but you know,
It's a slow
process.
burn, baby.
It's a
It's
process.
a slow burn.
Nice and slow, baby. Nice and
Trust
slow.
the process.
Don't do that.
Trust the process,
that.
baby.
No.
We got the big 3 right here. Gervase, Marques, and
Don't leave
Dylan.
Niall out of this. Niall's here too. It's a fearsome foursome.
Now it's coming off the bench.
Oh, now a
Big
6-man?
3. Yeah, man, it's big 3 right here.
Okay,
yo.
now it's coming off the bench. Maybe
man.
he will.
Hey.
We don't know. Maybe he dropping a hot 17 off the bench.
Come on, don't disrespect you like that.
All right, see what I mean? We said we were going to be going like 5 minutes ago. We're still here. All right, we're out of here. See you next week.
We out.
Late.